Good Monday to everybody. This is going to be a great week, guys. I have an unbelievable deck to show you guys. I'm super excited about it. Haven't been this excited about a deck in some time. This deck, guys, is awesome. It's brand new. It just came out last Wednesday. I had it rushed ordered to me so I could have it to you guys for today. And what it is the Republic number 2s from Ellusionist. This is the, well, it's the second deck, but it's kind of the third deck. It's the second Republic deck. The Sultan Republics were released, and then with that, kind of a collector's edition came out with it called the Sultan Treasury. So it's kind of the third, but really the second version of the Republics. Since the Sultan Treasury wasn't released on a wide scale, it was for a giveaway purposes only, and they were actually giving them away again if you bought enough of these in a lump purchase. But anyway, so this is the second version. This new version is much nicer, I think, than the original. Guys, it's almost like nothing you've seen in a while. It's got just the right amount of customization, but it doesn't take away the classic playing card look, which was awesome. The designer is a guy named Clarke. He did an unbelievable job. You, my friend, have mad skills. This deck, guys, it's off the charts. So let's take a look at it. Here's your box design. You got a really nice font. I searched and searched. I couldn't find what font this is. It's got one unique feature on it, the U. It's got, if you can see the leg and the serif hanging down off the U. I could not find a serifed font that has that particular feature on the U. So I'm not sure exactly what font this is, but it's definitely a really nice, classy font. It reminds me a little of the Bakersfield font, but I'm not positive. I know that's not what font this is, but it's a really cool font, and you can see the decorative feathers there, which is a theme for the deck. So real quick, let's take a look, or let me tell you about some of the themes of this deck. So again, it's the second version of the Sultan deck, and if you guys don't know what a Sultan is, the Sultan word is from, it originated in Turkey, and it refers to a person of power or a king. They're called sultans, someone of riches. If you guys have seen the movie Aladdin, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, a very popular Disney movie. The father figure in that movie is referred to as a sultan. So he's like the king, ruler of the community. So that's what the word sultan refers to, and it also refers to a type of bird, which is the reason for the feathers. If you guys have seen a sultan hen or a sultan rooster, it is a bird from native Turkey. It's a very decorative bird. It's known for its very lush and decorative feathers. Let me show you a picture. I have one here so you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have seen the movie, again, another Disney reference. I think this is a Disney movie, the movie Rio. It might have been a DreamWorks movie, but anyway, the evil bird in that movie was actually a sultan rooster. Hopefully this will show up on here. I've got another phone I'm using. So this, guys, is what a sultan chicken looks like. Again, a very decorative, lush feathered bird. They're for show, to kind of, show off one's riches or wealth. These birds were in, the kingdom of the sultan, so that's where the term sultan chicken or sultan rooster comes from. So again, there's your history lesson, or your breakdown of, I always, like I said, I always try to teach you something different with these deck studies. So again, that's the reason for the feathers, and again, it's got a very classy, elegant look. So someone of riches or someone of power would have one of these decks with them. On the back of the box is the Sultan logo with the feather with the two spears and the snowflake over and the mountain under. It's been on all three decks. This logo has. It says "Play responsibly" on it. The box, again. So let me grab While I'm talking about the box, the last version, or the last deck that Ellusionist came out with was the Madison Dealers deck. You guys notice something with these two decks? They look very, very similar. Again, very classy, elegant looking box. I love this box. I love this box. These boxes are very cool. Again, I'm starting to see a lot of design and thought work going into these boxes instead of just showing, you know, the logo and the back design on the back. Now this one does obviously have the Madison logo on the back and what the back design looks like. This one does not, but very similar box. I can see a theme working here. Very cool. I like it. The top just says Republic number 2 with, again, the feathers. Bottom, legal information with the Ellusionist logo. So again, box, wow, amazing box. I love it. I hope more boxes are going to go to this more of, I don't want to say dumbed down, but again, it's very, very classy and elegant. I love this box. No seal on it, again, so it's not going to be all sloppy. There's no reveals, no silliness, no goofiness like that. It's just great design work. It's I can't say enough about it again, guys. I don't mean to gush on and on about this, but it's just amazing. So here are your cards, and again, I guess the only drawback is the borderless back design, which, again, if you guys have watched enough of these from me, no, I'm not a big fan of the borderless back design. So it's kind of plain. It's black, white, and gray. You know, and there's stars and diamonds on them. It is a one-way back design, which I'll show you in a second. I wanted to show you, the similarities between the last two decks that Ellusionists have come out with. So there's your Dealers deck, and here's your Republic decks. Very, very similar. One's obviously the Nerd green color from the Madison, which I really like. That color's probably my favorite. But again, the decks are very, very similar, except for the stock's a little, the card stock's a little different. This is it's a thinner card stock. It reminds me a lot of the Artifice Tundra stock. Actually, there's a lot of similarities in this deck in the Artifice Tundra. So let me show you the one-way back design really quick. Let me move this out of the way. So if you look at the very tips of these cards, you can see one ends with the floral pattern, and one ends, I turn it around here to get it, in the diamond pattern. So they are definitely different, and if you could see them in a spread, you'll see what I'm talking about. But again, if you hold them down here, there's no way you can tell it's a one-way back design, which again, if you're performing or using, obviously using these for magic, gives you a big advantage. So let me show you what it looks like from a side perspective. Let me get these back in order. So here, as you can see, they're all lined up. Now if you take half the cards and turn them the other way, there's a big difference where you can see the break in the cards. And let me try to zoom in on that. So I mean, that's what it looks like when the card is turned. There's a big difference in the spread and in the sides of the cards. You know exactly where you've cut the deck, which again is very cool. It's a very, very good subtlety. And again, if you have one card turned and you're not going to be able to see it on camera, but if you do the spread, it's going to stand out. So again, very cool subtlety. Let's see if I got these in order. So yeah, so you get 2 bonus cards. Here's your Ellusionist ad card, which is standard, and also fairly standard with Ellusionist cards as a double back. So there's your 2 bonus cards. Let me show you the Jokers. They're almost identical except for a reveal, and I will show you that right now. A 2 of Hearts reveal, very cool. And let me take a minute to tell you about the font used here. It's different from the box. It is a sans serif font, and what I mean by that is it's there's no serifs on it. And what a serif is, most people call it a foot on the bottom of a letter. I'm going to show you a regular bicycle card. Actually, this is a dealer's card, but it's the same font. You can see on the bottom of the A, the bases, or what someone would call a foot on the bottom of the letters. It's called a serif. This deck does not have serifs in it, which makes it, again, more modern looking. The Artifice Tundra deck uses this font, except they use an Arial font. This is an Arial Fine font, so it's thinner, and when you make it smaller like that, it's really, really sharp looking. So again, this is an Arial Fine font, no serifs. It looks really modern and classy. I really like it a lot, if you hadn't been able to tell already. So again, Two of Hearts reveal, identical jokers with the Sultan logo on it. Don't want to spend too much more time on it. So there you go with those. Your regular cards, let me just show you these real quick. Black and white, again, Ellusionist likes to do this. The Artifice Tundras are all black and white. The Ghost decks are black and white. So again, they've had a lot of success with this look. I think it's amazing. And again, you can see the non-serif indices on the corners, which again gives it a nice, and they're very minimized. It's minimal. They squeezed them down. They're very small. A big difference between your normal cards. So let's take a look at our two aces side by side. This is the Madison Dealers, and this is the Republic. So you can see there's a lot more white. You can see how small that is. I mean, that's a big, big difference. But it doesn't take away from the cards, which is the amazing thing about these. So if you see them, in a fan, it looks great. I mean, it doesn't take away at all. I like the squeezed indices. It looks really sharp. It spreads really well. And again, the placement of the pips is different. As you can see the spade there too, there's a small white outline around the pips. That's on all cards as well, not just the black ones. As you can see the placement, diagonal placement, which is different. Again, different on the 5. The 6 is the same. The 7s make an H shape, which you notice kind of these same patterns on the Faith deck that I did a couple weeks ago. If you want to see the Faith deck study, you can check that out on the channel as well. This is a new one. This is a block design on the 8, hollowed out in the middle, and the 9 as well. Block design, different. And again, everything's compressed. It's pushed into the middle. Very cool. It shows a lot of white on the cards. Again, making a very elegant and classy look. You can see your 10. Here is your Ace of Spades. I can't do the study without showing you guys the Ace of Spades. Again, the rooster feathers that make up the Ace with the Republic on the bottom, and your very, very cool Arial Fine font on the top. So again, this deck, guys, is absolutely incredible. Let me show you the diamond. I don't know if you're going to pick the outline up on that. The diamonds and the court cards on the reds are not all black and white, which is another great subtlety. It's the red that really stands out with the rest of the black. There's no goofy blues or purples or yellows in there. The red really stands out with the black in the back. So I really like this. Another thing, real quick, all the queens instead of flowers are all holding feathers. That's on all queens. Here's your club design, again with the outline. And last but not least, your heart design. Again, you can see the outline there. So again, guys, this deck, I mean, it's from start to finish. It's one of my favorites I've seen in a long, long time. The handling is amazing. Again, it's so smooth. It reminds me, again, it's the same kind of card quality as the Artifice Tundra. It's thin. It just spreads amazing. There's a really nice flex and torque to the card, which makes springing really easy. So again, the handling, just like the design work in this deck, is an A+. Guys, this deck is a must-have. I can't stress it enough. And I'm sorry to go on and on about how great it is, but this deck it's amazing. I'm going to try to get my hands on some more and use them in a giveaway. So leave a comment if you like this deck as much as I do. If you guys do, if I get a good response on it, I'll try to get some more and use it in a giveaway. But I really hope that the cards that come out, the new ones, are going to go in this direction. Instead of bogging them down with a lot of color and crazy designs and stuff that just kind of takes away from the elegance of the playing card and what it was meant to be. I think this captures everything in a nice bundle. Just incredible, guys. Get this deck. Mike Clarke, the designer, dude, you got mad skills. This deck was amazing. I loved it. I hope you guys like it too. And we'll see you out there, guys. Have a good one.